So welcome back, everybody. I feel like I need to apologize for my appearance today. It is hot out here, and of course my shop is not air conditioned, and if I use the fan while I'm filming, it interferes with the audio, so I'm just going to stand here and sweat. But I wanted to talk about what you see in the background here. This is a jet bandsaw, and I've gotten comments on the channel before about people would say, man, you really need to upgrade, you really need to get a bandsaw for that shop, and I always agreed with that comment, but I could never quite justify purchasing one. But thankfully, a few weeks ago, Northern Tool and Equipment contacted me and said, hey, is there anything that you might need for your shop? We'd be happy to provide you with something for your shop in exchange for 2 or 3 videos. And I said, yes, absolutely, I need a bandsaw. So here is the result of all of that. Northern Tool is one of my favorite stores. There's one about 50 miles from me, but they do have an online presence as well at northerntool.com. Of course, there's about 120 stores in the country as well, and it is a family-owned business, which is something that I actually didn't know about. But it's a really good store, and it's one of those places I try not to go into a whole lot, because if I go in, I'm going to end up justifying the purchase that I might not even need. So today I've got a little project that I want to do with this bandsaw. It's a project that my wife wants me to finish up for her, and I think this bandsaw, well, we're going to see, well, hopefully this bandsaw will be the perfect tool to get the job done. So let's get this thing going and see what it'll do. All right, so here is what we need to do today. This is a little decorative rolling pin that my wife got for Mother's Day, and I don't really think that it's completely decorative. I think you could use it for stuff, for like crust and stuff to make, or maybe even cookies, to make a kind of a neat embossed style, or whatever you would call it on cookies. But anyhow, this needs a stand, and in the store it was on a little display stand, and it didn't come with one. So what we're going to do is we're going to take us a pine board and make a display stand for it. And what we're going to do is we're going to make it so that it kind of rests on these 2 handles like this, so that my wife can put this in her display cabinet where she puts all the pretty stuff in the kitchen, and it'll just be nice to look at. So let's go find us a board, and we'll get to it. So this is a board that I got out the other day to use for a little project inside of the house, and this is a totally impressive board. This is almost 14.5 inches wide. And of course the length is kind of inconsequential, but a really, really nice board here, really nice clear grain in it. And of course we don't need nearly this amount, so let's put this on the saw and get it cut down to more closer to what we need. Can you get it to stay put? So guys, I was having a pretty big debate with myself there and thinking you probably shouldn't be holding that, because this one time, you could do it 100 times, but this one time when the camera's out, that thing is going to go right through your finger. And man, if it didn't do it, look at that. Can y'all see that? It got me. Not too bad though. Let's see if we can get this out and go about that a different way. So there's where the nail came out the side right there, and you really can't even tell it. That worked out pretty good. Finger still hurts though. Alright, so we will finish this up with a little bit of boiled linseed oil. And I think, some dust on my gloves, it's not good. I think that's going to do it. All right, we'll let that dry out for a little while and then we'll see what it looks like. So guys, that is going to do it for this video. I really appreciate y'all watching. Not a particularly complicated project today, just quick, easy, simple, and I think it turned out pretty good. And besides the nail that I drove into my finger, there were very few injuries. So it's not quite perfect. It's a little teeny bit out of square, but I don't think it's going to matter too much because we're just going to put this on top of it, put it in a glass cabinet, and I don't think anybody will know the difference. But anyhow, I think my wife will like it. I'm going to go in the house here and see. Also, real big shout out to Northern Tool for this piece of equipment here, this bandsaw. Very generous of them, much appreciated. And y'all check out Northern Tool, northerntool.com, or one of the 120 locations around the country. They have got a lot of really cool stuff for your place. We used to have a Northern Tool or a North Star log splitter, and that was a good log splitter. We sold it, which was not that smart. The water pump down at the pond that we used to pump water onto the garden, it came from Northern Tool as well. And I don't know if I have anything else from Northern Tool around here except for this. But anyway, big shout out to Northern Tool. Y'all check them out, and I will see y'all on the next one.